So what is next for Tiger Woods? He just withdrew from the PGA Championship and played 3 rounds and is hurting. He's hurting. We're looking at him. There's footage of him. It looks like his leg is like gonna fall off. Like it's some of the tweaks he's taken with that right leg. Man, it's painful to watch. And when he swings and he's in pain, it's not like 2008 when he had like a broken leg. This is different. And it's obvious. And it's tough to see. And I've heard people say like, oh, he should hang it up. This is the end of his career. You know, let's just see him go out gracefully and not go down like this, like so many other great athletes kind of losing it and they're hanging on. Like, please. He's played 2 tournaments in the last, 14 months? And they've both been major championships. And he's made the cut in both of them. That's not like, oh, you're just crawling across the finish line here. Like, you're not like a baseball player who can't even run to first base, or a football player that is so like hobbled and crippled that he can barely crawl onto the field. Like, that's not what this is. Dude could play golf. Dude can still play golf. I mean, he looks as fit and as in shape as ever. Like, he's ripped. I mean, that dude is working hard. Now, his leg is got some, this long-term rehab going on. And it's been a long time. And for him to be where he is already, it's amazing. And to see him up close and personal at Augusta, on Sunday, I was right next to him, watching him, and it looked bad. He was hobbling. And now at Southern Hills, just to see the coverage of him, you're like, it's bad, all right? But here's what we know. He left Augusta, played 4 rounds, and recovered pretty quick, to the point where we didn't know whether or not he'd be at Southern Hills or not, because it was just a quick turnaround. But he came back and said, man, I'm stronger and fitter, because his body's going to recover. And so then he's out there. It's a lot of hills, a lot of slopes, a lot of side hills. People were joking, it's not Southern Hills, it's side hills, because there's so many side hill, and that's hard walking, the side hills. Augusta's kind of like this. Southern Hills more like side to side. Again, what did I say after Augusta? Like, he's going to come back, his body's going to recover and get fitter faster. And it did. And the same thing's going to happen now. Like, okay, he's hurt. He might have you got other muscles compensating for what's not there anymore in his legs. So that's going to take time for your body to kind of rework itself and get okay again. And again, building up that muscle strength and that just that structure you need to handle not only 4 rounds of competitive golf, but all the practice rounds and everything else that goes into it. So I think we've got the U.S. Open coming up at the Country Club in Brookline, Massachusetts. And that's in June 16th. So it's a quick turnaround. It's a couple weeks. What is it, 2-3 weeks? So there's not a lot of time between these two. And because of what has happened, and the withdrawal, I don't know if we're going to see him at the U.S. Open. I would say he might just be saving himself for St. Andrews, because that's going to be a much easier walk. It'll probably be cooler temperatures, though. So, but it's a much easier walk. It's going to be flat. So I would say like 100% certainty that he's going to be at St. Andrews. The U.S. Open, I don't know, but I would think like in the next week, his body's going to recover pretty quick, and he's going to feel great, and he's going to think like, all right, I could do it. And I think him withdrawing from the PGA Championship is him saying, I'm saving myself for the next major, which is the U.S. Open, because you're out of it, right? You try to say, hey, if I do something special on Saturday and put myself kind of in contention, get to 1 or 2 under par and have a chance, then I'll grit it out. But he didn't do that, and he didn't play very well. And of course not. His body is just not there yet, but it's getting back. And it's Tiger Woods, so he's going to come back probably quicker than anybody else would. Probably nobody else could come back. So I think that him withdrawing is great. Like, dude, you're not going to win. There's no point. You gain nothing from playing on Sunday at all. You get nothing out of it. And it's only going to make things longer recovery time. Pull out, regroup, regain your strength, and give your body at least another day to recover and heal so that you can give it a go at the US Open. And I would think he's probably going to try to be US Open ready. And what I would do if I were him or on his team or whatever, I'd say, dude, just pull out a PGA, recoup, recover, get strong, go to the US Open, see what happens after 2 rounds, okay? Do the same thing. Let's say you play 2 rounds, you make the cut. And, you know, there's a chance. And then Saturday you get out there and you blow up again, you're out. Withdraw again. Do not put stress on your body that doesn't need to be there. Save it. So I just think the withdrawal is, you know, preparation for the next major. Just let's preserve you as long as possible because you're trying to recover. So I think it's a good thing. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think? Do you think he's at the US Open? Or do you think he's waiting until St. Andrews? Or would you shut it down forever? I wouldn't shut it down forever. I think he's going to be back. And I do think he'll win again. I really do. I mean, it's Tiger Woods. And just based on what he's done, making cuts in majors, that says a lot right there based on what he's been through. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.